Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Scorpio. How are you all? And welcome to new viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment away. And a big thank you to regular viewers. Let's see. Ooh, we have a card coming in. Ooh, I see an energy of openness and clarity. Ooh, this card. Yeah, there's an opportunity coming in. Yeah. It's very powerful energy with the unicorn here. Yeah, I see moving towards something new. So there is going to be some clarity. Always with this energy, something is being left behind, but this is about moving forward to new. Yeah, there's some change coming. Yeah, we've got some change coming here. So the sun is shining. There is going to be clarity, and you can see openness. It could be somebody ready to open up emotionally, and it could have to do with yourself. Yeah, so there is some change. Things are kind of up in the air with this energy. Whenever I see a hot air balloon, I often feel someone's pride may be getting in the way. Yeah, we'll see. But this is a gateway, an opportunity. Let's have a look at openness. Why is this here? So yeah, so there's been some indecision. Somebody here hasn't been seeing something. But this is about clarity. This is someone who's unable to move forward. This is someone who needs clarity. And I feel like it's probably yourself. Yeah, you've got someone coming in, laying a foundation, wanting to start something. Could be something you don't see coming, but let's have a look at going forward. What is this going forward? Moving towards new. Yeah, so I do see a Taurus energy. Be somebody here. It has to do with lifestyle habits, the way someone conducts themselves. The person has faith in themselves to make a decision. So there's been some kind of indecision. This could be coming towards you because it has to do with making some kind of commitment. Someone was unable to move forward, unable to make a commitment here. Ooh, let's have a look at change. Yeah, so there is some sort of change. I see long-term stability, financial stability, a partnership. It has to do with faith and loyalty. So I do think there is someone who is leaving something behind. So someone who was unable to make a decision to move forward, they needed clarity. So it looks like someone's getting the clarity. This person is someone going to take an opportunity. Yeah, they've been kind of procrastinating. And it could be someone here, often a little internal struggle. Could have to do with finances, see long-term stability. This is often coupling up. Now, this is often a place where people socialize and spend money, but it is somebody wanting to lay a foundation. It's about committing to something. Yeah, and you can see here, yeah, somebody here definitely, I feel somebody here didn't reach out or reciprocate. Yeah. But I think it's someone here kind of weighing the pros and the cons of a situation. Should I or shouldn't I reach out, whether you'll reciprocate? Because it is someone who may have, like I say, didn't reach out here. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Why is this here, Two of Pentacles? Yeah, this is someone here it's someone here I feel who didn't step up to the plate. And I do feel this is someone needed clarity. So they were unable to move forward. Yeah, it is about reciprocating, somebody reaching out. A little test here. Yeah, they're going to reach out here. It is about laying a foundation, and that's what I feel. Someone here didn't, and it could be someone who just didn't follow through. But I feel like you have someone coming in who's going to follow through. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is this here? Oops. Yeah, someone may have ignored someone where the other person feels rejected, but it's someone who feels they now see they're going within, they missed a beautiful opportunity. So it is someone who maybe reached out and just didn't follow through. See, there was no commitment. This is someone who has that should have. Yeah. Wow. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Someone's pride. See, I told you, pride and ego getting in the way. It's about this is someone who felt they probably couldn't provide or give you what you needed. And it is someone who is, I feel, needing clarity. Because they are kind of procrastinating, There's apprehension. They're looking at the situation. But it is someone here I feel regrets. I feel there's regret. See, they've missed an opportunity. They're becoming very much aware. You may have other people pursuing you. But this is someone here who should have. Yeah, this is their pride. They felt they couldn't give you what you needed. Yeah, let's have a look at the Page of Pentacles. This is someone, it's a person who's kind of been there, done that, but you can see it's about moving away from a situation. You may have multiple opportunities coming in. See, their pride getting in the way. It's somebody who kind of, it isn't, this person feels like they need to kind of hurry up, but it's often someone who feels kind of pressured here. Yeah, somebody with some Pisces energy. See, this is someone taking a pause. They're now seeing something they didn't see. Yeah. So you're not chasing after them, but it is about pursuing someone here. See, their pride got in the way. I think this is somebody here who has, you know, that there's regret with this. I mean, they missed a beautiful opportunity. They didn't commit to something. Or they did and didn't follow through. But I do see the energy of this person taking a pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Yeah, this is about long-term stability, being able to provide. Actually goes here. See, this is someone who I feel was kind of looking at someone like they were only interested, you know, because it is someone who often gets chased by people because they can provide something. But I feel it's more like they felt they couldn't provide or give you what you needed, but you're not chasing. So what they're doing is seeing here. They're looking at everything they didn't see. And it could be yourself too. You may have been indecisive about someone because it's about giving, receiving, being more generous. Someone should have been a little more generous possibly as well. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's been some hurt and heartache. So I do feel this is someone, there's, you know, maybe some jealousy, but there's been some hurt. So I do think this is someone who's looking at this. They may have hurt your feelings. But this is somebody leaving something behind. Someone who just couldn't make a decision. They couldn't move forward. It has to do with their financial stability. So to me, it's they felt they couldn't provide enough. This person's a natural-born provider. See, they didn't lay the foundation. They didn't follow through. But I think this person wants to do that. So someone who doesn't want you to get away. You know, this is you getting away. You may have other opportunities. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies. A little Sag energy here. Yeah. Look at that. See, this is somebody who just needed clarity. I do think they have clarity here. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Yeah, possible Virgo energy for some of you. See, it's a person who was on this particular path. They were on this path. And this is someone I feel needed clarity. Yeah, they couldn't move forward. This is someone's pride got in the way. They felt they couldn't provide, give you what you needed. So this is someone I do think has been soul searching. See, this path they were on? It's about going down this path. It's somebody who wasn't ready. Or they just, I mean, to me, it's about being able to give somebody what they want, but now this person feels like it is about pursuing. See, they know what this person sees is they need to pursue you. Yeah, there's something they weren't seeing, and I definitely feel this is someone who I feel sees that they may have hurt your feelings, but this is also someone who is still focused on something here. Yeah, see, crossing paths. Someone who was between two worlds. But it has to do with their own growth. See, going down this path, they were on this path. So you obviously cross paths with this person. But I definitely feel they didn't step up to the plate. Oh, they're all in their feels now. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you are dealing with different people. But this is an energy of being open, emotionally open. See, they come across as not really available. Or something that they did where they didn't reciprocate. Yeah. This is somebody who's definitely now more open. See, they should have been a little more open, more available emotionally. They come across, this is something a person like kind of acts like they're not interested, aloof. I don't think that's what their intentions were. There is this, I don't know if they were robbing Peter to pay Paul or what, but there's definitely been, financial growth. But yeah, somebody who ended something. So it is somebody here I feel ended a situation. Something is over. So it is an energy of someone who was still focused on something. Could be someone who lost a job too, and often it can be that with the King of Pentacles. But it is about being more emotionally open, available. Yeah, see, they should have offered the cup. Yeah, see, this is someone, it's about being ready for a fresh new start and offer an invitation. But this is somebody whose pride got in the way. And I do think they're being humbled a little bit. They could have been a little more humble. Maybe their ego got in the way. I don't know. But I definitely see humble. Tell me about this person. See, if they didn't show enough interest, or they may have felt that you weren't as interested in them. Yeah, they do see it as possible. You have multiple opportunities, and they may have, where they couldn't make a decision, couldn't move forward. But it is someone who didn't show enough interest. They should have been a little more patient too, but it is about something they were invested in. See, they were still invested in something, and it is over. Yeah, see, something to do with work and building. See, it's about building a foundation, building, focused on work, this path. Wow. Yeah, there's a little, should have put in more effort. I think this is somebody who wants to offer you up this cup, a fresh new start. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. Yeah, somebody who moves rather slow. They're assessing the situation. See, they were on a path focused on their money. And I do think their pride got in the way. They felt they couldn't provide something. Or maybe you know, because it is often someone who gets chased. They get a lot of attention. Yeah, but they see you as not chasing after them. And this is what's interesting. Yeah, tell me about this person. They could be anyone with this energy. This is just the energy someone's going through, I feel, for most of you. It is about being more emotionally available, more open. They should have been more open. Yeah, it's like they didn't show enough interest. They were, definitely on their path, and I do feel they've been humbled. Yeah, this person's definitely leveling up. See, they're leveling up. This path they're on, it's about being able to provide. So this person has goals, things they're hoping to achieve. Look at that. Yeah. But I think they've been humbled here. It is pride. It's about being able to provide. It's an emperor. They need to make this happen too. Yeah, this is somebody who ended something too. And they may have ended something for this, but you may have other opportunities now. See, they should have pursued you, because this is about pursuit. They're definitely, it has to do with taming the beast within themselves too, but it is about, I think this person's coming in to apologize for not reaching out or reciprocating. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Yeah, somebody who rushes in, rushes out. Now, I think some of you have dealt with a couple different people who rush in, rush out. I do see Sag, Leo energy. But it is about pride. It's about being able to pride. I think someone's pride got in the way. But it's also an energy of someone here kind of on this path they were on. See, focus on their finances. But they are reassessing this situation. See, now they've leveled up. They've been working. Could be someone who lost a job when you cross paths with this person. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happened. Yeah, so Seven of Cups. See, this is someone who knows a good thing when they see it. It's opportunity. And I do think this is somebody who probably has people chasing after them. But it is a person who's a runner chaser. Yeah, see, this runner, they kind of backed out. I do feel as someone who felt overwhelmed. Very busy, too much going on. See, they rush in, they overwhelm themselves. It's people who bite off more than they can chew, but they were on this path. They had goals and things they needed to achieve. So it is about pursuing you. Yeah. This person has some regrets here. Yeah. See, all unfounded fear. Maybe they felt that you were only interested in what they could provide, but I do think they've been humbled here. Little death of the ego. Yeah, so something definitely happened here. Ego and pride getting in the way. And there has been a lot of procrastinating. And it is possible you have multiple opportunities, or they feel that way. And it could be them. See, someone who gets chased. But they were on this path. I still feel this is someone who, emperors make things happen. I feel they ended something. Or they had lost a job, like I say, but they've completely leveled up. Yeah, see, this is all about the star, see? It's about whether the feelings are mutual. I feel this person maybe felt you weren't that interested anyway. So they kind of, to me, it's like they acted the same. But the star is about releasing things that no longer serve, letting go of all their options. Yeah, this is someone releasing this, but they have a lot of regrets, all based on unfounded fear. And it is often someone who's going through a lot of stress. They're overwhelmed, they're busy, they're rushing here, rushing there, they're always in a hurry. So it could be someone who literally just ignored you. It is someone who's drained. I do feel quite drained. And it is possible they were between two worlds where they may have ended something. So take it as it resonates. But yeah, I do think this is someone who kind of feels like you probably won't even be interested. You likely have other opportunities. They're still holding on. See, one minute they feel like there's a bit of hope. The next minute they feel like there isn't. Yeah, it has to do with harmony and being fair. This is someone who didn't come in right. So this has to do with justice and harmony, being fair. It's someone who often feels somebody's not right for them or they're not interested. It is about being emotionally open, being available. Because this is somebody who kind of wanted this. But I definitely feel they were dealing with something. Yeah, we got some Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I definitely, I see some very strong Libra. See, as somebody who generally tries to be fair. But this is somebody being discerning. Their swords up. It is someone who's been hurt. But I feel this is someone who knows that they've probably hurt your feelings here. It is about faith and loyalty. It's about loyalty, being loyal. It's generally someone who speaks truth. But I do think they come across as emotionally unavailable. Yeah, see, between two worlds. So they may have just ended something. I think it's a job more than anything. Yeah, but they are learning something. See, they're learning something. It's about them becoming more self-aware that they kind of came across as emotionally unavailable. I think this person actually, they have some regrets. I do think they were going through stress. See, there was change coming. Something changed. And I do see a little bit of the ego. Their ego got in the way, especially if they lost a job, because they've been on this path, focusing on this goal, the things they're hoping to achieve. See, this is somebody rushing in and out here. But it is pressure, someone feeling pressured. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. So this is somebody who kind of got into their head. But I can tell you, they're now seeing what they didn't see. And a lot of it's their own self-awareness, being aware of self. Yeah. Because this is just generally someone who's fair. They try to be fair. So it is about harmony. I do think this person wants to come in and offer you this cup of fresh new start. I think apology. Yeah, see, they've seen this in a very favorable light. See, this is somebody here, I feel, who reached out but then didn't follow through and maybe ignored you. I do think they were quite drained, but all of this has to do with their own self-awareness, that they kind of come across as emotionally unavailable. But now this person sees things going in their favor. See, this is somebody definitely leveling up financially too. I think this is someone whose pride got in the way. Tell me about the King of Swords. See, I think this person also knows, somebody here who waited. So they kind of feel the ship has sailed. It's probably too late. Some time's obviously gone by. So they've been on this path. This has to do with truth. See, things didn't turn out as expected. This person maybe feels you have high standards too, but yeah, it's about their own worth and value. I don't think this person sees themselves the way other people see them, because it is all that awareness, but they certainly are seeing truth in the situation. They've missed a beautiful opportunity. Yeah, so someone who kept someone waiting too long, see? Now they feel it's too late. The ship has sailed. Yeah. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Yeah. See, some sort of judgment, justice. See, it's out with the old, in with the new. It could do with a relationship. It could have to do with a job. I think it had to do with money and a job. Someone suddenly lost their job. They didn't see it coming. So this is where their focus changed. See, their pride got in the way, but now this person's definitely leveled up. See, it is a healing energy, but it's someone, they made a bad decision, but it's about stepping up to the plate. See, this person's intentions was to follow through, to step up to the plate. So they definitely made a bad decision. This is someone who generally prides themselves on being fair. I do think there's someone who is often well respected for their loyalty, integrity. So there may have been a contract or something that didn't come through, but it is about loyalty. Yeah. Tell me about judgment. Yeah, so this is rinse and repeat. So they made a bad decision. So they got up all into their head, stress, anxiety, see what was holding this person back. It's the chains holding them back, is the pride and ego. But it is about this person. See, it's breaking free from this. There definitely was some sadness. They were feeling sad. See, one minute they felt like there was hope. Things were moving forward. Change was coming, and the next thing it didn't. So there's been disappointments. Things not turning out as expected. Wow. So this is someone who's feeling kind of sad here. Yeah. See, feeling they missed this opportunity. I think this is someone who quite liked you. They held you in high regard, like they felt there was something here. Hope this could have gone the distance. Yeah. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so this is somebody here. And I'm going to tell you, too, it is somebody pushing someone away or just being a little guarded, defensive. It is an energy of being over something. It's possible they weren't over something, or maybe they felt that you weren't. But it is an energy of not giving up. See, they felt like giving up, and somebody who kind of feels defeated here. Yeah. I think this is someone who judges themselves, and they may have projected what someone else did to them onto you. Projection. Yeah. See, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, they're releasing this. They're letting go. See some baggage, burdens. They may have had debt. Like I do see money. I really feel for some of you it's money. Others of you it was the end of a situation. They were between two worlds. But it is somebody who longs for love. I mean, it's about being emotionally open, available. They came across as unavailable, kind of cold, Libra, but they are someone who's generally fair. So very strong Libra energy in this person's charts, or they could be any of these signs, but you can see it's all about the passion, the desire, the attraction. There was a spark. There's a spark. They were attracted. They wanted this. But it is the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. See, letting go of some baggage. But this is somebody who's not giving up. They're determined to succeed. Yeah, see, they just weren't seeing. There was confusion. This is things where this person doesn't know what's going to happen. Like what's coming next. So it is about clarity. See, being open. See, gaining clarity. Yeah. See, a lot of confusion here. It's an energy of someone who doesn't know what's going to happen next because of the star. Yeah, the sun, the moon, and the stars. Where's that sun? I feel like this is somebody going to reach out. I do see an apology, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Yeah. But they're releasing this, right? Like I feel this is all about them gaining clarity and insight, and it is their own inner, it is all about them, it's how they maybe even see themselves. Yeah. Tell me about this 5 of Cups. Yeah. They may have some Cancer. I do see heavy Cancer energy with this person. But it is someone pulled in 2 different directions, not knowing which way to go. See, they don't know what to expect. Because change came, something changed. But believe me, they've been humbled. Yeah. I think this is somebody who come in with a bit of ego, but it's almost like, and they were pulled in 2 different directions. See, they're taking a look at this situation. It has to do with them, not you. They blame themselves, not you. Or it's just, I think it's projection, someone projecting what someone else did onto the other person. But this person is now confident, determined to succeed. See, they've been on this path. I think this is somebody going to reach out. You may not see it coming. It's going to come in out of the blue. Some Pisces energy too. Some of you, there's Pisces, but it's telling you, I think you already know the answers you're seeking. See, you may even felt something was a little off with this person. But this is, and it is someone taking a step back. See, they're seeing things differently now. And they're feeling differently too. I think it's a person who didn't want to be vulnerable, you know, and that's what I feel often the King of Swords is someone who doesn't like to be vulnerable. But they are someone who definitely projected what someone else did. They made a bad decision. They may have judged the book by its cover because it's too good to be true. It looks too good, right? Whoever this person is, they're coming in to apologize. They want to do things different, trying things different. So they're definitely feeling more confident. They know they're the one that needs to make this happen. See, they've had some illumination. See, they've gained some clarity, seeing truth. I think a lot of it has to do with themselves. I really feel it's someone who lost a job and then they felt they couldn't provide or give you. They were more money going out possibly that was coming in. Yeah. But they've been on this path, absolute sheer determination to succeed, this goal. But this is someone who kind of was like, you know, this could have gone the distance, you know. It's their pride, their ego. See, they need to take a leap of faith. See, there was a golden opportunity. See, this is a golden opportunity. They need to take a leap of faith. This person's definitely reflecting on this. And I do think it's probably someone you've dated or you've dealt with. But to me, it looks like they just reached out and then never followed through. They didn't step up to the plate. They immediately, it's like, it's all this focus on money and building, wanting to build. And it's someone who should have put in more effort too. So obviously something was here. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Actually, I'm going to grab a tarot. I was going to use the Oracle, but I better use a tarot for this. Yeah, so this is also, the Queen of Swords. See, being discerning, speaking your truth. There could have been something that you said, and it is truth. But you know the interesting thing? This person may have felt maybe even you weren't their type, but here's the thing. The King and Queen of Swords are two people who speak truth, two people who speak their minds. They actually like that. They find it a turn on. Someone who has a mind of their own. They see you as intelligent, but this is someone who also kind of feels like you weren't really emotionally available. So I'm wondering if it was you not over something you may have said. Maybe you shared too much too fast. This is about, you know, I do think being discerning, looking before you leap, but there was definitely some kind of confusion, illusion, you know. And this is someone seeking clarity. They're now seeing things clearly. I think you got a person coming in to reach out here. Yeah, but you definitely crossed paths with this person, but it didn't go anywhere. And maybe you felt that way about them. Yeah, we have Empress. See, someone who knows their worth and value. But I'm going to tell you, this person's really looking at this. It is about taking a leap of faith. It was a golden opportunity, the golden eagle. But this is about leaving behind. This is two people coming together, taking a risk together and going down this path. So if you are, they are. This is someone who's open and available. See, they see you as open and available, but they're seeing an Empress. Like it's just too good to be true. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. See, now they're seeing truth. See that moment of illumination. This could have been successful, but it has to do with, I think, their money. Now, they either lost a job or they just weren't over something, or it's yourself telling them you had just ended something. And maybe it freaked them out a little bit, because it is often someone who shares too much too fast, or they felt you weren't over something. Either or. You're crossing paths here, but this person is somebody coming in. See, it's about cooperating, compromise, and compatibility, seeing the things you have in common. So it is an energy of going down this path. See, it's about creating opportunities, but I really feel like this is about two people who building each other up. There was something that was being talked about here. Is maybe why they put on the brakes, or maybe even yourself. So like I say, it could go either way, but it all has to do with common energy. Yeah, see, it's all about taking a leap of faith. See, taking a risk. It's both of you taking a risk to go down this path, spending time together, doing things together. So some of you, I feel like you've dealt with somebody who never wanted to spend time. Like it is, and I definitely feel being kind of stringent. See, there's this energy of stringent energy between you. But I'm going to tell you, this is somebody who has respect for somebody who speaks up and speaks truth. But I feel at this time, they felt something was a little off. I think this person felt that you weren't ready. See, it's someone who's taking a leap of faith. See, it's about taking a risk. Yeah. I think I'm going to tell you, this person, I feel like whatever this energy between you, it ends up being very confusing. And this is why they're seeking clarity and they're now seeing things different. But this has to do with yourself, Scorpio. This is yourself taking that leap of faith. See, it's about living in the moment. See, some of you have done that. You've taken a risk before, so now you're being discerning. But there's something that was said. I think this person felt you weren't over something. Yeah, they wanted to reach out. They want to date you. I do think this person's going to reach out. I do see an apology for sure here. Yeah, see, their intentions is to step up to the plate, but they kind of were looking at this, and I do think this is someone feeling you weren't over something. But like I say, it could go either way. Yeah, this is someone who longs for love. It's a crush, a longing. It's interest. They're kind of holding a little bit of a torch here. They're kind of holding a bit of a torch, but it is this, see, it's how things kind of started. See, it is about romanticizing, maybe giving a little gift, doing something nice. This is often someone who'll show you they like you. Whoever this person is, they could really be any sign with the Emperor. But this is, see, I feel like you ended something. I think this is something you weren't over. This person put on the brakes because they felt you weren't over something, that this person could come back in. Yeah, see, avoiding a disaster. They are trying to avoid a disaster. See, this is things calming down, happier days ahead. But I do think this is someone who probably didn't step up to the plate. And now they feel they missed an opportunity. I think you both have missed an opportunity. Because this is about both people taking a leap of faith together. See, doing it together, spending time together. See, getting acquainted, like you're barely acquainted. So I see reacquainted. Whoever this person is, like I say, it starts out with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. All the energies of the Emperor here, so they could be anyone. But whoever, it's all the same energy and how it plays out. So I feel there's reflection on this too. See, it's about leaving something behind, ready to go down a new path. Yeah. See, this person taking this as an opportunity, a golden opportunity. But this somebody here was definitely trying to avoid a disaster. I don't think they were trying to avoid you as much as, because it is about two people who come together, they build each other up. See, talking about the things you have in common, it's like you were ready to go for it. But this is someone who feels someone's not over it. Yeah, I feel like this person's seeing that. But I'm going to tell you, it is about getting reacquainted. I do think this person's coming in. They're going to reach out. They're going to want to take you out on a date. I do think this person's somewhat traditional. I do think they have good morals and values, wanting to make sure you're on the same page too. So they've definitely learned something from this experience. They are someone who's been in their head. They are someone who overanalyzes, definitely stress, whatever it is they were going through too. It's like, to me, it's just really bad timing. But like I say, I feel there is another opportunity. They're going to take this opportunity and reach out. So it'll be up to you to decide. I do see your swords up. So this is about being vulnerable. This is two people. See, this is about them also being more open and available. See, they don't blame you. They blame themselves. But there's things this person's seeing the truth. They have a lot of respect for someone who speaks their mind. It's a turn on. But like I say, at that time, something that was said, because this is all about this opportunity right here. See, the gateway. And I feel it's someone who maybe feels like you've gotten away, that the ship has sailed. But I do think they are going to, it's almost like a reversal here, where they're now going to reach out. The Chariot is often the U-turn, right? That reversal. Very nice energy. See, it's all about the truth, something about the truth. A lot of thinking and analyzing. They're seeing something they didn't see. So, wow. It's hard to say. See, there's potential. They see potential. But you see, this is also a volcano. See, it's somebody trying to avoid a disaster. I think this person feels you weren't over something. Like maybe you had just ended something. But I definitely feel this person as well. And maybe they, like I say, I almost feel like they lost a job. So take it as it resonates. I do think this is someone going to reach out. I wish you the best. It is a golden opportunity. There's always a risk things won't go the distance, right? But if you don't take a leap of faith, you never know. And that's what I feel this person's mindset is. But it is about them. They've definitely been humble. They felt they couldn't provide. See, I think this person, maybe you were more financially stable than them. So interesting. Take care. Bye for now.